Hey everyone, welcome to 59 Tops Friday, presented by Wax Pack Wisdom, where we talk baseball history through the cards we love. My name is Jake T. O'Donnell. We built the iconic 1959 Topps baseball set, and in this series, we're going through every card to talk about the players, teams, and people who made up Major League Baseball in 1959. Today, we'll cover cards 156 through 162 in the set. Card number 156 is the next multiplayer card in the set. Ace Hurlers, featuring Billy Pierce of the Chicago White Sox and Hall of Famer Robin Roberts of the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's what Topps had to say about the duo on the back of the card. It's a good thing for batters that Billy and Robin are not in the same league. Together, they've accounted for a total of 356 victories. Port-sider Billy usually finishes what he starts. 3 times he's been the AL King in complete games and has topped the league in wins, strikeouts, and ERA. Billy is one of the big reasons why the White Sox have consistently been a first division ball club. When the chips are down, up pops Billy with a crucial win. Robin is one of the most active and energetic hurlers in the history of the game. He loves to work and appears to thrive on it. In the last 10 years, the Philly Flash has averaged 20 wins per season. 4 times, Robin has walked off with the most wins in the NL and was strikeout leader twice. In 1950, he was the big factor in bringing the pennant to Philadelphia. Card number 157 belongs to Felix Mantilla of the Milwaukee Braves. 1959 was his 4th year in the big leagues. Mantilla was best known as a utility player. Through his 11 years in the big leagues, he mostly played second base. He could hold his own at shortstop, third base, first base, and the outfield. Mantilla, along with Hank Aaron, is credited with leading the Braves to the World Series victory over the Yankees in 1957. Mantilla spent most of his career with the Braves before joining the Mets for a season, the Red Sox for 3 seasons, finally the Astros for his final season. His career came to a sudden end when he tore his Achilles tendon in February 1967 in spring training with the Chicago Cubs. As of this recording, Mantilla is 89 years old and will be 90 in June of 2024. Card number 158 belongs to Walt Dropo of the Cincinnati Redlegs. 1959 was his 11th season in the big leagues. Dropo was nicknamed the Moose after his hometown of Moossup, Connecticut. He was a gifted athlete across multiple sports, playing football, basketball, and baseball at the University of Connecticut. His college career was interrupted by 3 years of service in the U.S. Army in Europe. Dropo was pursued by professional baseball, basketball, and football teams, ultimately deciding on baseball. He spread his 13-year career in the major leagues between the Red Sox, Tigers, White Sox, Redlegs, and Orioles. Dropo won the American League Rookie of the Year in 1950, the first of the Boston Red Sox to do so. To this day, he holds the Red Sox rookie home run record at 34. After the playing portion of his career, Dropo was offered a job with the Orioles organization, but he declined, citing family obligations. Ultimately, he was involved in multiple business ventures, including insurance, investment brokering, real estate development, and his family's fireworks business. In 1988, he hit a baseball over the Great Wall of China while on a trip there. He passed away in 2010. Card number 159 belongs to Bob Shaw of the Chicago White Sox. 1959 was the 3rd season in the big leagues for Shaw. As a right-handed pitcher, he played on 7 teams in his 11 years in the majors. In 1958, he joined the White Sox, during which he would be deeply influenced personally and professionally by future Hall of Famer Early Wynn. In the 1959 World Series, Shaw pitched 3 games, including a Game 6 win over the Dodgers to keep the White Sox in the running. The Dodgers would go on to win Game 7. The 1959 World Series, as of this date, still holds the record for largest attendance for a baseball series and largest attendance at a World Series game, which was Game 5. Shaw still holds the Major League record for most balks by a pitcher in one game, when he issued 5 balks on May 4th, 1963. Shaw passed away in 2010. Card number 160 belongs to Dick Groat of the Pittsburgh Pirates. 1959 was his 6th season in the big leagues. Groat earned an athletic scholarship to Duke University, where he became a star in both basketball and baseball. He was one of the most accomplished two-sport athletes ever. Groat put off an offer from the Pirates for 1 year to finish his college degree, making his major league debut in 1952. He completely bypassed any minor league experience. He is one of only 13 players, as of the date of this recording, to have ever played in the NBA and Major League Baseball after he was drafted by the Detroit Pistons of the NBA in 1952. Groat served 2 years in the Army, causing a gap in his professional sports career. When he returned to the major leagues in 1955, Pirates management pressured him to choose a sport, and he stuck with baseball. Over the course of his career, Groat was an 8-time All-Star shortstop. He was named the National League Most Valuable Player with the Pirates in 1960, was part of the team that defeated the much-favored Yankees in the World Series that year. Groat was the runner-up for the 1963 MVP award in the National League after Sandy Koufax. He won his second World Series with the Cardinals in 1964. Groat was later inducted into the National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame, and a few days after he was informed that he had been inducted into the Pirates Hall of Fame, Groat suffered a stroke and passed away in 2023. Card number 161 belongs to Frank Baumann of the Boston Red Sox. 1959 was his 5th season in the big leagues. Baumann, a left-handed pitcher, spent 11 years in the major leagues, with 5 years with the Red Sox, 5 years with the White Sox, and his final season with the Cubs. In 1960, he finished the season with a 2.67 ERA, the best in the majors that year. Then, in 1961, he led the AL in earned runs allowed with a 5.61 ERA. Baumann attributed issues with his arm to injuries he suffered while in the military. Baumann loved to bowl in his spare time, even entering the Major League Baseball Bowling Championship in 1964. Baumann passed away in 2020. Up until his death, he was known for signing and mailing back every baseball card fans would send him. Card number 162 belongs to Bobby Gene Smith of the St. Louis Cardinals. 1959 was his 3rd year in the big leagues. He was a right-handed outfielder and pinch hitter. Smith played for the Cardinals, Phillies, Cubs, Mets, and Angels. Fun fact, in 1958, he was one of 3 Bob Smiths in the majors, along with Robert Gilchrist Smith and Robert Walkup Riverboat Smith. He became known as Bobby Gene Smith to help avoid confusion with all the names. After his baseball career, he went to work for the city of Tacoma, Washington, until he retired. He passed away in 2015. That's going to do it for this edition of 59 Tops Friday on Wax Pack Wisdom. Today's episode was written by Abby O'Donnell. Do you have a story about one of the people, players, or teams we discussed today? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our Wax Pack Wisdom content. In the video description, you will find our source material for this episode, links to where you can follow us on all social media channels, as well as a list of our favorite nonprofits and charities. Please consider a donation to one of them if you enjoyed this content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wax Pack Wisdom. Take care.